Okay, this is part 284C3M1b7c8e13c9c6d3p38c. Line 22f1fa19c3m1b7c8e13c9c6d3p38c. Vector finite element method 5G Wow Seti. There's the alien radial signal. Here's the data stuff here. Just organizing my camera here. So this is a vector field keyword research for the UFO spaceship from the WOW data. So the keyword, the vector finite element method, came up from a previous video, line 22f1fa19c3m1b7c8e13c9c6d3p38b. The Hexahedron Chiral magnets formula UFO 5G Wow Seti. Quote from a blog. Originally only the so-called node finite element analysis has been used. By the node finite elements, the unknown field values are assigned to the element vertices. It is obvious that vector field quantities can be described with their components on the vertices. Thus, node elements can be used also for vector field calculations. In this case, 2 or 3 scalars must be assigned to each vertex for 2 or 3-dimensional case respectively. Unfortunately, using the coordinates of the vector gives problems. For example, the continuity requirements for the approximated vector fields cannot be easily fulfilled, and also applying of the boundary conditions is very cumbersome. To overcome these obstacles, the so-called edge elements are used by the vector finite element analysis. They are assigned to the edges of an element and are excellently suited for numerical solution of partial differential equations for the field intensities derived from the Maxwell equations. However, the popular belief that edge elements eliminate the problems with the so-called spurious modes is erroneous. Spurious solutions are avoided only by a proper finite element formulation. In Chapter 4, at first dimensional cases discussed, where the finite element assembling mechanism is explained in detail. In the 3-dimensional case, the method works analogously. Actually, only the element matrix is different. There is also no difference in the way of assembly between scalar and vector finite element analysis. Using the vector elements, the assembly is performed in the same manner, namely element-wise. The building of the element matrix is different and is discussed comprehensively, since it is no longer necessary to explain the assembling process in detail. This chapter handles the 3-dimensional case before the 2-dimensional one. It starts with some typical applications for the edge elements. Furthermore, it is assumed that the constitutive parameters are time invariant and scalars. So there's the formulas, or their equations. And if it is required that the constitutive parameters are tensors, just replace example E by all these little symbols. And that's on www.iue.tuwien.ac.at. Keyword quote. A time domain vector finite element method for the full wave simulation of nonlinear photonic devices. Source of quote is from lulu.com, and we're going to search that in the next video. Thanks for watching.